Let's start with the most famous lie of the 20th century. August 1964. The Gulf of Tonkin. The American public was told that the USS Maddox, a destroyer on a peaceful patrol, was unprovokedly attacked by North Vietnamese torpedo boats. 2 days later, it happened again. President Lyndon B. Johnson went on TV. He demanded authority to strike back. Congress gave him a blank check, launching the Vietnam War that would kill 58,000 Americans and millions of Vietnamese. But there was a problem. The second attack never happened. Years later, NSA documents revealed the truth. The radar operators were looking at ghosts, weather effects, and nervous jitters. Even the pilots flying overhead said they saw nothing. Johnson later admitted in private, "For all I know, our Navy was shooting at whales out there, but the war was already running." The lie had done its job. Go back further, to 1898. The USS Maine explodes in Havana Harbor, Cuba. 260 sailors die. Immediately, the newspapers run by tycoons like William Randolph Hearst blamed Spain. They didn't wait for evidence. They published illustrations of Spanish mines blowing up the ship. They screamed, "Remember the Maine! To hell with Spain!" The public demanded blood. The US invaded, kicking Spain out of Cuba and the Philippines, effectively becoming a global empire overnight. So, was it a mine? Modern investigations suggest it was likely a coal bunker fire inside the ship that ignited the ammunition. An accident, but an accident doesn't sell newspapers, and it certainly doesn't justify an empire. Sometimes, they don't even pretend it's about freedom. Sometimes, it's just about fruit. In the early 20th century, the US Marine Corps invaded Honduras, Nicaragua, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic repeatedly. Why? To protect the profits of the United Fruit Company. This is where General Smedley Butler comes back in. He led these invasions. He later wrote, "I helped make Mexico safe for American oil interests in 1914. I helped make Haiti and Cuba a decent place for the National City Bank boys to collect revenues in." He wasn't defending borders. He was a debt collector with a machine gun. Fast forward to the modern era. The technology has changed, but the tactics haven't. Before the first Gulf War, in 1990, a young girl known only as Nayirah testified before Congress. She cried. She said she saw Iraqi soldiers taking babies out of incubators and leaving them to die. The world was horrified. Support for the war skyrocketed. It wasn't until later that we found out who Nayirah was. She wasn't just a refugee. She was the daughter of the Kuwaiti ambassador to the US. Her testimony was coached by a PR firm, Hill and Knowlton, paid for by the Kuwaiti government. The story was fabricated to sell a war. And then, 2003, weapons of mass destruction. We all know how that story ends. No weapons were found. But the regime was changed, and the contracts for rebuilding the country were signed. Looking at this timeline, a pattern emerges. Step 1. Economic interest is threatened. Step 2. A provocation occurs real, exaggerated, or completely faked. Step 3. The media drums up fear. Step 4. The troops are sent in. The soldiers on the ground fight with honor. They fight for their brothers beside them. But the men signing the orders, they are often fighting for something else entirely. General Butler warned us 90 years ago. But are we listening yet? History is written by the victors, but we dig up the rest. Subscribe to The Curious Past to uncover the secrets they tried to hide. See you in the dark.